Chapter 8.
Michael closed the sliding glass door behind himself and his brothers. A cool breeze swept against them. The scent of an emerging spring surfed upon the moving air. Jack was seated beneath the gazebo in the heart of the backyard. The glowing cherry of a cigar in one hand grew brighter before he expelled smoke into the moving night's air. The thick black frames and lenses of his Wayfarer sunglasses reflected the gazebo's overhead light. "I was beginning to wonder what was keeping you." Jack held up 3 cigars and smiled. Come and enjoy the night with me a while. It's a rare fine evening." Victor broke from the other 2. A few steps behind, his brothers flanked him with Alexander on his right and Michael on his left. He stopped a few feet away from the gazebo. The stench of sulfur wafted from its source in waves of intensity. Alexander's free hand instinctively went to his nose. The urge to make a fart joke emerged and disintegrated. Michael stared at the black windows that covered Jack's face. He appeared to notice Michael's intense focus and slightly tilted his head toward him. The cigar's glow was reinvigorated by a long drag. Smoke blew in the brothers' direction. "These are Davidoff Anniversarios." He leaned forward and held out the 3 unlit cigars. They're medium-bodied, with cedar, sweet spice, and citrus notes. A perfect capper to that wonderful salmon, Victor. "I had the steak," Victor replied. "Alexander, it'll give you a bit of a buzz." Jack grinned. "Nah, man," he replied. Jack's attention returned to Michael. "What are the chances you've had enough to drink to be willing to try one of these?" "0." The word fell from Michael's lips with a thud. "I suppose there's a few things I ought to explain before tempers start rising," Jack admitted. "Like how you're a demon?" Alexander pressed. Jack's eyebrows raised. "Curious. I was certain Cassius had kept you in the dark." "What the fuck is going on, Jack?" Michael asked. "I'm still the very same creature you knew, love. You've simply begun to see me more clearly." "Cassius never said anything to me about demons," Victor said. Jack bent toward the coffee table in front of him and tapped ashes into a glass ashtray. "We've always preferred fallen angel, if you don't mind. Demon was a name given to us by frightened men," Jack replied. Victor caught an arising smirk before it could fully form. "Are you serious?" he asked. "It doesn't offend me in the slightest, big fella, though I can't promise the same of the others." "Others?" Michael asked. Jack frowned. "And how much has Cassius seen fit to share with you all?" "Nothing. I found our family's grimoire," Alexander answered. Jack's frown flipped into a sinister smile. Now, would you look at that? I'm impressed. It's uncommon to hear such language from one of your alignment. Regardless, you're squarely on our radar now. Every fallen angel on Earth now has cause to visit this quiet little state." "Why?" Michael demanded. His red, tear-streaked face betrayed the angry tone of the word. Love, calm yourself." "Other demons are coming here?" Alexander asked. "Why?" "Your angelic mites," Jack replied. Victor looked to Alexander. "What's he talking about?" he asked. "According to the grimoire, the men in our family are granted an angel's might upon maturity," he answered. "This is because you finally got laid?" Victor asked. Alexander's eyes widened. Jack's smiling lips parted and a hearty laugh popped from him. "We don't have angelic mites, Jack," Michael said. "Oh, yes, you do. They came in tonight, love. I can see them shining in your eyes already, and I could smell them on the breeze before you ever stepped outside."
Alexander brought both of his hands to his face for a moment before pulling his hair back behind his shoulders. "It's because of me?" he asked. Jack coughed out smoke and ashes fell onto the floor of the gazebo. Brief laughter evolved from the coughing. "No," Jack cleared his throat. "Oh, well, I haven't laughed that hard in decades." "I'm glad you're having a good time, but how about you tell us what the fuck you're talking about?" Victor said. "Uncle Cass had a hand in your mites being held up. Seems he uncorked them tonight," Jack explained. "You knew all this time?" Michael said. "You've been waiting for this." "Aye, love. I've been keeping the others from you all this time, and I mean to continue." "You haven't been protecting us," Alexander said. "Bullshit," Victor spat. Jack's smile vanished, and his focus zeroed in on Victor. "Easy there, big fella." "He's here, and they're coming here because of the angelic mites," Victor said. "You want them, don't you? I could hear it in your voice when you said you smelled them."
You thought you'd put in some time before Cass uncorked them or whatever. Get involved with him, with us, then be first in line, eh? Jack blew smoke in Victor's direction, but the wind quickly swept it away.
No. If I wanted your mites, you'd already know it. I truly mean to keep the three of you safe. Though I'll admit, I was beginning to question your skills as a detective. It seems the city hasn't greatly overestimated you." "No way, man," Alexander said. "I know the men in my family have been hunting you guys for hundreds of years. There's no way you're here to help us."
Jack's attention shifted to Alexander. "I'm looking for allies," he admitted. "And your line has been hunting fallen angels for over 2,000 years.
"You want us to kill demons for you?"
Victor pressed.
"No,"
Michael interjected.
"It's bigger than that, isn't it, Jack?"
Jack's eyebrows raised again, and his grin returned. "You tell me, love." Alexander's free hand found Samantha's small cross in his pocket. He began parroting her earlier reading from the Brothers' Cross.
"Strength to act, will to endure, and meaning to guide. Alone, each is incomplete. When brought together, they become a gestalt." "Angelic mites," Michael said. "You want us working together."
Jack snuffed out his cigar in the glass ashtray. "Beautifully done, love. I see your mites already recognize one another."
"He wants power," Victor concluded. "Not entirely, big fella. There are powers in this world I'd very much like to see diminished, and I cannot do it alone." "You want us to be an evil trinity," Alexander concluded.
Jack cringed.
"Evil's such a filthy word. Muddies the waters before anyone's had the chance to think. Tell me, if ye tore down the oldest and strongest pillars of hell, would ye truly call that evil?" he asked. "We're not joining your gang war," Victor said. "Evil is called evil for a reason," Alexander said. "Why?" Michael asked. Jack shrugged. "Hell's a great deal like Earth, love. The worst and most despicable among us clawed their way to the top, and everyone beneath them suffers for it. We're expected to corrupt the souls of God's favored creation. If we fail to do it well enough, we're dragged back to hell and tortured for it." "Bullshit," Michael spat. "We're not helping," Victor reasserted. "He's lying," Alexander said. "This is what evil does. It causes spiritual confusion. The devil doesn't do evil. He gets us to do evil by convincing us it's okay."
"He's real, love," Jack said. His attention remained focused on Michael. "He's the strongest among us, and he'll remain fixated on his goal forever. His hatred for your kind can't be quenched. He envies humanity for being favored. But right here,
we've the power to bring his reign to an end. Why me, Jack? Michael asked. Jack's brow furrowed. What do you mean, love? Why did you target me? You need all three of us, right? Why did you get close to me? Why not them? Why not be Victor's co-worker, protege? Why not be Alexander's best friend? Why me, Jack? I have a social life. You're replaceable. They are both in desperate need of a purpose. Your leverage with either one of them would be greater. So why, Jack? Why me? Jack's stunned face remained frozen for a moment. I felt a connection. Fuck you, Michael spat. Bullshit. You have plans to conquer hell, and your first step was based on a feeling. Why me, Jack? Jack leaned back in his seat, and he removed his sunglasses. The black holes where his eyes belonged sucked the brothers' attention to them. He raised both hands and then briefly paused before lowering them. I figured you'd be the easiest one to corrupt, he admitted. Yeah? Yeah. Michael looked at Alexander. How do we send a demon back to hell? I don't know. I just found that book this morning. It's probably the same way you send any scumbag to hell, Victor interjected. Will you all just relax and think about this? Jack asked. Annoyance accompanied his thick Irish accent. If you depose the ruler of hell, you will be rulers of hell. You could do anything you want in that, or with that realm. Alexander rushed toward Jack, and he flung the contents of a half-filled salt shaker in Jack's face. The salt hit its intended target, along with his shirt and his lap. Jack's closed eyes opened, and he examined himself. Is that salt? He asked. Fuck, Alexander breathed. His fingers fumbled into the shape of a cross before he backed away. Jack sighed. I'll let you lads give it some thought. He clapped twice. The gazebo's light extinguished, and with it, so did he. Finally, the wind stilled. He just clapped the lights off, Victor observed.